Okay, we're done catfishing. Hey guys, welcome. My name is Delisha K. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe. I'm going to be educating and entertaining you for the day, for the few minutes that you're going to watch this tutorial, for however long you'd like me to. So with this hairstyle, I started off the back with this cornrow style that is going to basically help me achieve this bob look. I am using Afribella Hair, a very exciting company. It's my company. I hope you buy from my company and everything. And I'm going to be using the spring twists in color 1. So for the back of the hair, the very back row, I am going to be cutting the hair into 2, which makes each piece 4 pieces, because 1 piece is 1 piece, and then when you cut it in half, that makes it 2, and when you cut the half in half, that makes it 2, but in total that makes it 4. Mathematics is going to dribble us today, but you know what, you got me, and I got you, so let's do it. Let's make it a thing. So essentially what I'm doing here is I'm just parting my hair. It is actually freshly washed, freshly shrinked. Y'all know the shrinkage is real. Freshly washed and freshly shrinked hair, and I'm just parting it. I do recommend that you use 2 mirrors for this, because it is a job. It's a job. J-A-B. It's not even a job with an O. It's a job, okay? If you're doing this on yourself and you don't have 2 mirrors, it can be quite the hassle, and your parts are just going to look like, I don't even know what your parts are going to look like. They're going to look like mine. But you know what? We know how to cover it up. So when we get to the front, we make sure the parts look cute and everything, and we keep it moving. So how I start the spring twist is I started with I think they call it a French braid. Girl, I don't know what they call this. Just a normal braid. So 3 parts, you braid that. And then when you've covered enough, I don't want to say when you've covered your hair, because that depends on the length of your hair. When you've covered enough, you can then start twisting. I do recommend that you start twisting as soon as you can, because it's a spring twist, not a spring braid, and that's what you want it to look like. Twists all the way through. So yeah, that's pretty much where we are now. You want to do that for the first row at the back. You want to make sure that the back row is basically covered in your quarter of a spring twist. And then we're going to move on to the second row, which we're going to then only use half of the spring twist in. So remember, with the first row we used a quarter, and now we're just cutting the spring twist into half and no longer into 4 pieces. We're no longer cutting it into 4 pieces. We're using both of those halves to do the second row. So as we go higher up on our heads, we're going to be cutting less of the hair. So you first cut it into 4 pieces, then into 2, then eventually you just end up trimming some pieces off of a whole one, because then you're going to use a full spring twist. I do think that these spring twists are about 8 inches in length. I'm not sure, but go check out Afribella on the gram. You know what to do. Y'all know there was a shameless plug. Okay? This is my baby. This is my brand. So please do go and check it out. And if you followed my instructions, this is what the back of your head should look like. It should literally be it should be in steps, showing the different lengths of the spring twist that you've used. And then when you get to the front, you're going to use 2 complete ones, and you're actually going to stretch out each one to kind of be uneven. But first you're going to cut off, like I said, little pieces that don't align with your vision, that don't align with the length of the spring twist that you're trying to achieve. And then you're just going to put those together. You're going to mix it and braid, just like we did in the beginning. The only difference is we are playing with lengths to achieve that beautiful bob finish. Okay, class. At this point, I realized that I forgot to use some styling gel, so I just grabbed my Isoplus styling gel. I do I actually don't like braiding with gel, but I do know that it helps for your pods to be neater. So yeah, I went in because I was getting closer to the front, and I definitely want the front to look neater. Nobody's gonna be surfing through the back of my head. If you do that, you're mad disrespectful. Why are you doing that? What is wrong with you? Anyways, so I did use some of that gel to hold the hair. The reason I don't like gel is because it's super slippery, and I struggle to grip my hair properly. So that's why I really don't like using gel. I am, however, still looking for an alternative to make sure that the parts of my braids are much neater, something other than gel. So yeah, we're on the lookout. Comment down below if you use something different. If you are also on the lookout for something else, then stay tuned, because you know I'm gonna plug you like I always do. Something that helped me achieve the perfect blunt bob look is cutting along the way. So whenever I felt like there were little pieces that were just not aligning with my vision, remember ladies, we are here for a mission. We are following a mission and a vision and everything, okay? And we need to make sure that that bob is blunt. So what I did was hold my scissors at an angle and then cut all of the excess pieces that I felt like were bothering me or weren't giving me the bob look that I wanted. And the reason why we hold our scissors at an angle is to make sure that when we cut the hair, it doesn't unravel, or if it does unravel, then we can twist it back and it's not going to be a blunt twist. It'll actually have some feathered ends, okay? Simple mathematics, simple trigonometry, geography. Girl, y'all know I'm talking my own stuff, okay? There is no trigonometry or anything, that's just basic thinking. So yeah, this is pretty much half of my head done. I did go in with a few more pieces of hair in the front because I wanted volume. I wanted, you know, some va-va-voom in the hair. And this is pretty much it when it's done. And then I sat in front of a mirror and started cutting my hair, chopping it to what I wanted it to be, okay? And eventually I got the blunt bob that I want after hours of sitting and making sure that I don't end up cutting my hair, because I was very afraid to cut my hair. Hence why we braided the back of our hair, for the blunt bob to be blunt with no interference, because I am the queen of cutting my own hair. That is definitely something I do. And this is the final look, baby. Okay, baby. Wow, guys, my brows are browing today. The eyes are eyeing today. Everything is just chef's kiss. I really hope you enjoyed the tutorial. If you'd like to see more, don't forget to follow me on the gram. That's Delisha K everywhere, the gram, Twitter, TikTok, everywhere you want to find me, look for me, Delisha K. But for now, we out. Bye.